Nick Leeson was a young and ambitious trader who began his career at the prestigious Barings Bank in London in the late 1980s. He quickly rose through the ranks and was eventually transferred to the bank's Singapore office in 1992. In Singapore, Leeson was put in charge of the bank's error account, a special account set up to handle any mistakes made by traders. However, Leeson saw this as an opportunity to take advantage of the bank's lax oversight and began making huge, risky trades without the knowledge of his superiors. At first, Leeson's trades seemed to be paying off, and he was making huge profits for the bank. He was even able to increase the bank's revenue by several millions and was considered a rising star within the bank. However, as the market began to turn against him, Leeson was forced to cover his losses by making even more risky trades. This is known as the greater fall theory, where the trader believes that he will be able to sell the security to a greater fall before incurring a loss. In early 1995, Leeson's luck finally ran out when he made a series of bad trades on the Japanese stock market that resulted in a massive loss for the bank. Desperate to cover up his losses, Leeson began falsifying the bank's records to make it appear as if the losses were the result of a simple mistake. This was known as back-to-back trading, where the trader would buy and sell the same security on the same day to create the illusion of a profitable position. However, the truth eventually came out, and it was revealed that Leeson had racked up over £800 million in losses for the bank. The scandal caused Barings Bank, one of the oldest and most respected banks in the world, to collapse, and Leeson was arrested and charged with fraud. The bank's collapse resulted in the loss of thousands of jobs and the loss of savings for many individuals. The rise and fall of Nick Leeson is a cautionary tale of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the consequences of corporate greed. It serves as a reminder of the importance of proper oversight and accountability in the financial industry. The bank's collapse was not just the failure of Leeson but also the failure of the bank's management and the regulatory authorities. The bank's management had failed to conduct proper risk management and oversight. They had also failed to establish proper internal controls to prevent Leeson from engaging in illegal activities. The regulatory authorities had also failed to detect the illegal activities of Leeson. Leeson was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison and was released in 1999. He wrote a book about his experience called Rogue Trader. The story was adapted into a film in 1999 with Ewan McGregor playing the role of Leeson. The Barings Bank collapse was a significant blow to the reputation of the City of London as a financial centre. It was also a major blow to the reputation of the British government, which had to bail out the bank to prevent its collapse from causing a domino effect on other banks. The incident led to significant changes in the regulations and oversight of the financial industry. The incident prompted the creation of new regulations to improve risk management, internal controls, and oversight in banks and financial institutions. After his release from prison, Leeson attempted to rebuild his life and reputation, but the events at Barings Bank continued to haunt him. He wrote a book about his experience, and he also gave speeches and interviews, in which he discussed the lessons he learned and the importance of corporate responsibility. Despite the significant negative impact of his actions, some argue that Leeson was a scapegoat for the larger issues within the financial industry and the lack of oversight and regulation. However, it is undeniable that his actions caused significant harm and resulted in the collapse of one of the oldest and most respected banks in the world. The story of Nick Leeson and Barings Bank serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the importance of proper oversight in the financial industry. It serves as a reminder of the need for accountability and transparency in the business world. The incident serves as a reminder of the importance of having proper checks and balances in place to prevent individuals from engaging in risky and illegal activities. It highlights the need for proper risk management, oversight, and internal controls within organizations to prevent such incidents from happening again. One of the main reasons for Leeson's success in hiding his illegal activities was the lack of segregation of duties within the bank. Leeson was the one responsible for managing the error account and was also in charge of reconciling the account. This lack of segregation of duties allowed him to conceal his fraudulent activities. The incident also brought attention to the issue of rogue traders, individuals who engage in unauthorized and illegal trading activities. It highlighted the importance of having proper risk management systems in place to detect such individuals and prevent them from causing significant harm to the organization. The collapse of Barings Bank also brought attention to the need for proper risk management in the financial industry. It highlighted the importance of having proper systems in place to manage and mitigate risks. It also emphasized the need for proper oversight and regulations to ensure that banks and financial institutions are operating in a transparent and accountable manner. The incident also led to a change in the way the banks and financial institutions were managed. Banks were now required to have a more comprehensive risk management system in place. They were also required to have a segregation of duties to prevent the kind of fraudulent activities that Leeson engaged in. The rise and fall of Nick Leeson is a tragic story of a young and ambitious trader who let his greed and desire for success cloud his judgment. His actions ultimately led to the collapse of one of the oldest and most respected banks in the world, causing significant harm to the reputation of the City of London, the British government, and thousands of people who lost their jobs and savings. The incident serves as a reminder of the importance of proper oversight, transparency, and accountability in the financial industry, and it is a lesson that should be remembered to prevent similar incidents from happening in the future. It serves as a reminder that the actions of one individual can have far-reaching consequences and the importance of ethics and integrity in the financial industry. It also serves as a reminder of the importance of proper risk management, oversight, and internal controls within organizations to prevent such incidents from happening again. The story of Nick Leeson and Barings Bank will continue to be studied and analyzed in the years to come as a cautionary tale of the dangers of greed and the importance of ethics in the financial industry. The incident also highlights the need for better regulations, oversight, and governance within banks and financial institutions. The incident also serves as a reminder of the need for a better corporate culture within banks and financial institutions. In the end, the rise and fall of Nick Leeson is a story of a man who had the potential to be a successful trader but was consumed by greed and the desire for success. His actions led to the collapse of one of the oldest and most respected banks in the world, causing significant harm to the reputation of the City of London, the British government, and thousands of people who lost their jobs and savings. The incident serves as a reminder of the importance of ethics and integrity in the financial industry and the need for better regulations, oversight, and governance within banks and financial institutions.